Hello everyone! September is over and you know what that means. It is time to recap all the things I did in September. Please notice my new bookshelf. I'm very excited. We're redoing the living room, but that is October. We're here to talk about September. And I think I want to start with all the shows I watched this month. I have 4 seasons finished, starting with the most important, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3. You guys, if you are a Marvel fan, I really think you should watch this show. It's good and it's Marvel, the TV condensed version. All the characters are great. I'm really excited to see where this show goes, and I think it only gets better as the seasons go on. I fully expect a little lull in the middle of the series, but so far, so good. I started a new show, not new to the world, not new to me, but I started watching it again. I decided to rewatch The OC. Oh yeah. You know I loved One Tree Hill and all the other teen drama shows that came out in the early 2000s. This is one of them. So I have finished season 1 and season 2 of The OC. It's just a drama. It's a teen drama. There's only 4 seasons and I'm kind of almost done with 3, so I have a feeling this whole series is gonna go very quick, especially since I watched 2 seasons in 1 month. That's, again, back in the day when there are 24 episodes per season. Not 8. 24. And the final show I watched this month was the series finale of Lucifer. Okay, I want to talk a minute about series finales. Do they almost always disappoint? Yes. Did this one? Not really. I thought that they wrapped this up pretty well. It felt really final, but like in all the good ways. So this was a nice little bow on 7 seasons of Lucifer. If you're into crime shows and you kind of like a little bit of comedy in your crime shows and it's kind of far-fetched, this is the show for you. I promise you won't be disappointed. And that's it for shows, but like I said, these are many episodes of shows. So just putting that out there. So now I want to talk about movies I watched. I watched a handful of movies. I went to the movie theater to see Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I did a whole review on it because I absolutely loved this movie, so if you want to watch that, you can watch that here. It was a nice new step into Marvel. Before this, I watched, I'm gonna call this a little mini movie. I watched All Hail the King Marvel one short, something like that on Disney+. So apparently this was a bonus feature on one of the Iron Man DVDs. I heard, I don't know, I don't ever remember watching it, but it definitely ties in to the 10 Rings, so it's like 10 minutes. So I would recommend maybe watching this before you go see it because it kind of helps a little bit. If not, no big deal. It was really funny. Another new movie I watched, but not in the theater, Cinderella on Amazon Prime. This is a brand new Cinderella retelling. And listen, I know that Cinderella has been done a million times, but to be completely honest with you, I'm like a sucker for all of them. Like every single one. This one was actually pretty good. It was cheesy, as most of them are. It was a full-blown musical, but the twist is they use modern songs, you know, not modern, but yeah, modern songs, a variety of modern songs within the past few decades. And that was really kind of unexpected and fun to see for me. Idina Menzel plays the stepmother, and she has kind of a different take on that character as well, which was fun to see. And this is not a spoiler, it was in the trailer. The fairy godmother is played by Billy Porter, which is a different style of fairy godmother. Did a great job. I have to say though, my least favorite part about this movie was the girl who played Cinderella. I thought she overdid it just a little bit, but I mean, it wasn't terrible. Will it be your favorite Cinderella? No, I definitely don't think so, but it's a fun watch. Next, I watched a movie I've actually been meaning to watch for a long time because my brother's like, you gotta watch this movie so you can watch this. I was like, okay. But I didn't have it, and he has it on DVD, so I went to his house, we had a movie night, and I watched What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah. If you've never heard of this movie, think of it as like The Office, but with a house full of vampires. It's hilarious. Everyone in it is hilarious. It's so hard to describe this movie because it's just so bizarre. It kind of has to be your style, so if you don't like that kind of mockumentary series, this is not for you. If you like anything about vampires, this is the series for you. It has every vampire cliche in it except for maybe like, I don't think they talk about garlic and they don't sparkle. But I think they talked about Twilight. Anyways, it's really, really funny. And now that I've seen that, I can watch the newer TV show, which I'm really excited about. I was feeling a Marvel movie, and it's always the great debate. What Marvel movie are you gonna watch? There's so many to choose from. Like, do I watch Endgame again? Do I watch Captain America again? I kind of went left field and chose The Incredible Hulk. I know there's two Hulks. This is the one that I like to consider the Hulk. You know, it's not the Hulk in the Avengers. It's played by a different actor, but watching What If, which I have been watching every single episode every week, but I can't talk about it in this one because I haven't finished it, and so we'll be talking about it next month. But there is an episode with Bruce and Betty and her dad, and I was like, okay, I think I need to rewatch Hulk. Hence the reason I picked Hulk as my Marvel movie. I think this movie is good. I know that the Hulk reviews and thoughts are everywhere. This movie, I have no bad things to say about it. It is what it is, and I believe it is part of the Marvel universe. And then jumping around drastically in my movie choices, I decided to watch High Society. I wanted to watch kind of an old classic movie. I have seen this movie many times before, but I found the Turner Classic Movie section on HBO, and I'm like, cool, I get to look through all the old movies. And it's kind of a musical. I'm gonna call this a musical, and it has Grace Kelly, Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Louis Armstrong, like pretty awesome cast, and it's just a really fun, lighthearted, old-time movie. High Society, love it. And then, just because I watched Luca again, I'm really, really loving this movie. Kind of as my background movie, or like I'll be working on something and I just want something on TV, I put on Luca. I mean, it's bright, it's fun, it's funny, and that's like my favorite kind of background movie. So Luca again, probably like the 10th time I've watched this movie in the couple months. Oh, and another new movie I watched that I'm pretty sure recently came out. I'm not sure exactly when, but I know it's newer to Netflix. Wish Dragon. A coworker of mine, and we talk about animated movies a lot, and she's like, it's really good, you should watch it. It's kind of different, but it's good. I was like, okay. And I dragged my feet about it a little bit, and I was just wanted to relax. I'm like, okay, I'm putting on this animated movie. It was so cute. Okay, it's like kind of a Aladdin-esque story. Obviously, Wish Dragon, the dragon grants wishes, but has really fun twists and sweet moments and characters, great ending. The whole movie actually was really, really good. You may look at it on Netflix and watch the trailer and be like, this looks like a little kid movie. And it is, like, yes, it is, but it has those adult themes like most of the modern animated movies do. So don't scroll by this one super fast. I think you will like it. My final movie we're going to talk about is my second Monday of the month movie night movie, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've seen this movie before, but I remember none of it. Maybe because the classic scenes are everywhere in Disney, you know, like the giant squid creature, the Nautilus, the, you know, Kirk Douglas character, Captain Nemo, like all that stuff is throughout Disney parks and posters and all that jazz. The reason I wanted to watch this one is actually kind of dumb, but I trying to find a Disney bound outfit for a Disney cruise I have coming up, and I wanted to do something from this movie, so I'm like, I'm gonna watch it, see what kind of outfits they wear. I have a excellent idea of what I want to do, which you will see next year, but this movie totally falls under the like Journey to the Center of the Earth, kind of like those epic time travel adventure movies, like obviously very Jules Verne, and I liked it. Like, I liked watching it. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea because it's that older movie that's kind of longer, a little slower, but you know, it's that old classic movie that I love. And that's it for movies. I didn't read any books, I didn't do any puzzles. It's fine. I spent a lot of my time getting ready for my brother's second wedding. That was our big event this month. As you know, we had a very small ceremony last year, but this is their big like wedding day with all our friends and family, so we had a lovely day. I did go to Disneyland once. We actually went up for the Oogie Boogie Bash. Since we were up there for that, I stayed the night and just did Disneyland the next day. Disneyland was surprisingly crowded. I mean, it's so fun to be back. And I know this is terrible, but you expect it not to be crowded. But it actually kind of is going back to the old ways. I don't know what the capacities are anymore, but Halloween time is such a big time at the parks that it's almost as crowded as Christmas. So I don't know. My hope is to have not crowded parks, but you know, that's just not a thing anymore. So did Disneyland, did California Adventure, both fun times. All kind of just new adventures. And that was pretty much my month. There's one thing I really want to talk about, but it's not a movie, it's not a TV show. It was a trailer. A trailer for the Hawkeye show on Disney Plus. I just want to talk about it because I'm so excited about it. Like, I really didn't care about this show coming out because, I mean, Hawkeye is nobody's favorite. Let's be real. I love the character and I think he does such a great job at that character, but when they said they're doing a Hawkeye show, I was like, oh cool, whatever, I'll watch it. Now I'm super stoked. I think it's gonna be funny and adventure, and I don't want to say it's my most anticipated Disney Plus show, but I kind of wish that it had been on my list all along. Carson and I, you know, we text each other the latest and greatest of Marvel, right? So I watched the trailer, I'm like, oh my god, did you watch the trailer? Rogers the Musical. I can't. And she's like, oh no, I didn't watch it yet, I'll watch it. And then she's like, oh, actually it's really good. And then like 5 minutes later, she's like, oh my god, did you see everybody talking about this, like, Rogers the Musical? Did you see that clip in there? I'm like, what do you think I just said? That was like the one thing that I was like zero in on. And apparently everyone else has too, because there's literally 5 seconds of this Rogers the Musical clip because he goes to New York, takes his family to see like this very Hamilton-esque musical, and it's just blowing up and everybody's talking about it. Everybody's creating their own like songs for it, and it's hilarious and I can't wait. I mean, even if we just get 2 minutes of this musical in the show, I'll be happy. Do I want a whole Rogers the Musical? Yes, absolutely. But I will settle for just one song, please. Anyways, so that was kind of another highlight of the month, is just watching this trailer. Sometimes the trailers, you know, they serve their purpose and they hype you up for the show that it's going to be, and I think this is definitely one of those times. And I'm very excited. So anyways, that was my September. Very much looking forward to October. You know, it's my favorite month. My name's Aubrey. I make new videos every Thursday, so make sure you subscribe and follow me on all my social media, and I will see you guys next week. I do have to apologize for only giving you 2 vlogs last month. It got a little crazy towards the end of the month, and without going to Disney, I'm not feeling super inspired, but I swear I have some fun ideas for the rest of the year, and my goal is to give you at least 4 vlogs. I'm going to make that promise to you right now.